What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. Stick around. You guys are in for a treat in this video. We're going to go around the world looking at mysterious things. We're going to start off right here at this intersection in the middle of Virginia Beach, Virginia. In fact, we're going to be right here in this lane of traffic watching a convoy, a very large convoy, pulling some apparently high-value assets through the middle of Virginia Beach. Check out this video from the night of February 6th, once again, right here, just a little less than 48 hours ago. You're going to see a huge truck turn left through this intersection right here. Check it out.
Maybe it's whatever they transporting right there. That's what it looked like.
What does it say on the back? Special?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Well, something's in there, some type of cargo.
Yo, I ain't never seen this many police. What the fuck is that shit?
They got the van.
Now tell me what that could possibly be.
I attempted to count the tires on this side of the trailer, the ones that I could see. I counted 10, and normally these tires on heavy-duty trucks like this are in tandem. So if that's the case here, there were 20 tires and rims on this side, 20 tires and rims on the other side. That would make 40 tires on this trailer carrying this very large container full of something that must have been very important and very, very heavy. Even got lights on it. Notice the lights on the container as it was being pulled through Virginia Beach on the night of February the 6th. Here we go. Here's another look at this trailer carrying this very large container. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there were 5 in front. That makes 10. That would be 10 axles on this trailer. 40 tires. What is going on? Here's another view of this big container. What was that? Lots of cops, lots of vehicles. In fact, there was a vehicle sitting right there in that convenience store parking lot like it was just monitoring the situation. Did you guys see that? Right there, that little SUV. It watches as the convoy pulls through right there. It was sitting here the entire time, watching as the convoy rolled through, and then once it made the turn, barely got through the intersection. It was so big, it left. Watch how it barely fits through the intersection. Here it comes again right there. Had to make a big, wide turn, stop traffic. Look at that thing. What was being pulled through Virginia Beach on the night of February the 6th. Very mysterious indeed. Great video by Illy Beeman out of Virginia Beach. Thanks for the video. That was very cool. Really appreciate that. Want to take you guys now down to the southern hemisphere. Unexplained objects in the daytime sky. We're going to start in New Zealand. Broad daylight. You guys are going to see what looks like a big rod in the sky from right here in Taranaki, New Zealand. On February 7th of 2025, Cheryl happened to notice this in the sky, was driving down the road, as you can see over here on the right. The original vertical video's on the right. I zoomed in on the left. She pulled over to take this video. She noticed this thing, whatever it was, out over the ocean. It was a long ways away from her location, making this thing probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 feet long. I mean, this thing was big, and it wasn't an airplane. It was moving way too slow. It was indeed moving, but not very fast. And I was saying approximately 100 feet long. Didn't have wings, didn't have a tail fin, no blinking lights. Way down in New Zealand. What an incredible video by Cheryl, who pulled over to the side of the road. Here I modified 2 segments of the video just to get a better look. I was actually looking for wings. I was looking for a tail fin. Neither one. This was a huge cylinder above New Zealand. How cool is that? Video number 2, going back up to the northern hemisphere, going to Springville, Utah. Check this out. Let me pause it right here real quick. This is the original vertical video. You can barely see what we're getting ready to zoom in on here in just a second. I'm surprised that they even saw this thing. It was up so high in the sky. I think because it started flashing is what caught their attention. Here we go. We're going to zoom in real close. King sent this in from January 30th of 2025. Look at this thing. Probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 20? I would say 20 feet tall. And that's not a collection of balloons, because if those were balloons, you would barely even be able to see them. I mean, that's decent size. Not as big as the cylinder we just saw down in New Zealand, but it looks rigid up that high. The winds are pretty strong. So if this were a flimsy collection of balloons, they would be wobbling all over the place at the mercy of the wind. This thing here seems to be holding its own. Just kind of cruising along. Every once in a while, we'll see a bright flash. That could be because of the composition of this thing, whatever it is. Maybe it's shiny. Maybe it has its own light source. I don't know. It's way too far away to tell. This thing, whatever it was well above 10,000 feet. So you're not going to see little balloons that high. I mean, you might see them, but they would look like a little speck. You wouldn't be able to zoom in like this. This thing was pretty rigid, whatever it was. And the video was well over a minute long. Here I switched the formats looking for any recognizable features, and there were none. Like the object down in New Zealand, I didn't notice anything on here that looked familiar. Looks like a possible pulsating light, something mysterious above Springville, Utah. Speaking of mysterious, don't know the location, but check this out. January 28th of 2025, Chris Goodman looked up and saw this in the sky. And you just ask yourself, why? What's the purpose of that? 5 lines, obviously at a curve, more than likely created by an airplane or a collection of airplanes, apparently flying very close together. What is that? What does it mean? In broad daylight. Video number 4, speaking of, what does it mean? I understand airplanes change course from time to time, but Jim O. and Ann H. shared this photo with me out of Green Valley, Arizona. Talk about a change of course. Wow. Look at that. That's something you don't see very often. There's like a big boomerang in the sky, daytime sky at that. And going to segment number 5. Check this out. I get these every once in a while, these odd holes in clouds that appear to have rhyme and reason, right? These things don't look random, and there's 3, maybe 4 here. What are those things? Did something come through the sky? Was it created by an airplane? Or something else? Or nothing at all, it just happened to appear randomly on its own. Doesn't look like it appeared randomly on its own. Here's an inverted format, light is dark, dark is light. Did something fall through the sky? I don't know. I get these every once in a while. Sometimes they're round, perfectly round. These appear to be like rectangular, semi-rectangular. Very mysterious indeed. Segment number 6. Going down to Cape Town, South Africa. Check this out. Mel from February 2nd of 2025, 11:50 a.m. Looked up and saw this. Way up in the sky. That's well over 40,000 feet. I am super heavily zoomed in right here. Watch how it accelerates here in a second. Like it's got its own power source. I don't think this was some sort of a rogue balloon, because notice how big it gets right here. It gets a little closer to the viewer right there, and then takes back off again. Look at that. That's not an airplane. It's not a helicopter. It's not a weather balloon. And she was very taken back by this thing. She sent me 5 different videos. Right there's another view of this thing going behind the clouds, and then it comes out on the other side. Right there. Are you serious? What was going on above Cape Town, South Africa on February 2nd of 2025. We've had and still do have a lot of things going on between the drones, the flashing lights here, Chuck P. via Denise C. January of 2025. You can see fog here in the background. Is that what's causing the lights to flash uncontrollably? What is going on? This is so far from normal. Unbelievable. And this is going on all over the place. Flashing lights showing up all over the world. Unreal. Video number 2, I just wanted to share a few. Going to San Antonio, Texas. This segment has narration. Here we go.
Yeah, this happens, well, yeah, I've seen this before here. Before all them drones and stuff started happening. I mean, this is in San Antonio, Texas. This is at a DPS office. I've seen this happen before at this particular place. Before the drones. But now, I don't know. It's happening again. It's like 4 in the morning right now. But that is kind of weird. They say it's the LED lights, but this is a DPS office. You'd think that they would fix them right away. Isn't that weird? But yeah, here you go, blinking lights. In Texas, San Antonio, at a DPS office. Mr. MBB, I'll figure out how to send it to you. Just another curious thing going on these days. But yeah, look, check it out. It's weird.
Weird indeed. Video number 3 going up to Champlin, Minnesota. This video has narration, and it's inside. Here we go.
It did. That's what that one did the last time, and then all of a sudden it turned red. And now this is a new bulb, and it's doing this too.
Inside, brand new bulb. Video by Erica. Flashing bulbs inside. Going to Punta Gorda, Florida. This video also has narration. You'll hear me in the background talking about flashing lights in a video, and then a light starts flashing inside their house. I mean, what are the odds of something like this happening? Here we go, down to Southwest Florida. Noticed a mysterious flashing light inside of his living room.
Yep.
Check this out.
What's that on, Mr.?
Punta Gorda, Florida, February 2nd. This started this morning.
This is Chapel Hill, Tennessee, January 15th, 2024.
I mean, seriously, what are the odds? They just happened to run across a video of me talking about this flashing light phenomena that are being sent in from all around the world. The video out of San Antonio was sent in by Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. Really appreciate that. And it's not showing any signs of letting up. In fact, if anything, the lights are showing up in more places. Well, today I got my first one out of North Dakota, so I'll put North Dakota on the map. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, checking in on the GOES X-ray flux. No major solar flares in the last 24 hours, looking at the Earth-facing side of the sun, looking at a few sunspots in active regions, but overall, pretty quiet. However, we do have another massive coronal hole that's facing the Earth right now as I do this video. That pumps out real strong solar wind that affects the Earth because it comes off the surface of the sun unchallenged by the atmosphere of the sun. So we're getting raw star power coming towards the Earth right now as I do this video that could spark a geomagnetic storm. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano, showing some earthquake activity at Denny Creek, Mammoth Vault up here along the northern edge of the supervolcano caldera. The dark blue represents magma intrusion, so there is some magma on the move at the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera. But for now, nothing major going on. Want to go down to Argentina, article dated February 7th of 2025 from over here at newssky.com. Check out the Red River showing up down here in Argentina. Are you serious? Look at that. This is a river in the suburb of Buenos Aires in Argentina has turned red, sparking concern among residents. And wow, is it red. Check that out. As far as you can see. That is weird looking, right? Bright red river in the middle of Argentina. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. Look for this red tab that says have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your videos into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.